Thank you, Patricia. Welcome everyone from our team in Hospice Casa Speranței also. It is a great pleasure to have today as an invited speaker Mrs. Elisabeta Vatiraki. Elisabeta is an esteemed professor at the Nursing University in Athens, Greece. And moreover than this, although this is a very respectful title for us at Hospice Casa Speranței, the role as a nursing professional advisor for the Galilea team, specialized palliative care team in Athens, Greece, it's even more important as she always continues to go alongside caring concrete care for the patients. And even I would add that Elsa is also our friend, and we have challenged her today for taking on board the third webinar on the series on leadership. Thank you, Elsa, for your openness. The floor is yours. Please let Patricia know how she can help on the technical issues. Don't worry about the chat. I will be watching for the messages coming in the chat. Elsa, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, you can see? Can you see? So yes. Okay. Thank you, Nicolette, again. It's an honor and pleasure to be invited for today's webinar. Mentoring is vital to the building of an excellent nursing workforce. I wish in the next hour we all share the attributes of mentoring, reflect and review opportunities to give and receive in this relationship. The objectives of this session are to define mentoring, to describe different models of mentoring, to list characteristics of a mentor, to identify mentors and mentees' responsibilities, to identify benefits of mentoring relationship, both the mentor and mentee. Etymologically, the word mentor is of Greek origin and is the name of a wise and trusted friend of King Odysseus in Latin translation, to whom he entrusted his only son Telemachus' care during the time he was gone to Trojan War. What do you think is a modern definition of mentor? Please write a word that you associate with mentoring in chat.
So in the chat, some answers appear: helping others to grow, a person who is caring for a new member of the staff, other words, person with experience, orientation, teacher, care.
Okay, thank you. Now, please check the two definitions below to see what you have found. That what's more, mentoring is prescribed as purposeful activities that facilitate the carer development, personal growth, caring, empowerment, and nurturance that is integral to nursing practice and leadership. From a socio-human point of view, the mentor is the person who encourages, advises, and gives support to another person, aiming to help to advance his or her career. Now think of the word that you associated with mentoring and reflect why you chose that word. Which of these words is closer to your own word? Mentoring involves the transition from mechanical processes to human processes. It involves learning, It's a process that helps people to think deeper, more effectively about their development as individuals and as professionals. It responds to a specific need. It is based on addressing difficult, inconvenient questions. Here, you are reminded with the terms mentoring, coaching, and tutoring. Mentoring is guiding, teaching, influencing, and supporting a beginner. Coaching is facilitating personality development, increasing the standard of performance and the ability to change patterns of behavior and thinking. While tutoring is expertise in a particular field or discipline, providing guidance, help, or clarifications in a particular field. Now, I would like to ask your opinion. Mentoring may be formal and informal. Please, can you write in chat your answer? You agree? Yes? No? Or you don't know?
So I will read the messages. There have been some other answers received through the previous questions. So teacher, coach, and trustful person, a specialist, an expert, a guide of professions such as nurse. Teacher, mentor is a trusted guide who empowers their mentee to reach their full potential, both personally and professionally. And now to this question, the answers are many, one after another, like more than 30 or so. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Of course. The models of mentoring are formal or informal, are both. And they exist if it's mutual respect, willingness of sharing, knowledge, listening, compassion, and integrity. There are many models of practicing mentoring: virtual mentoring, one-to-one mentoring, group mentoring, peer mentoring, faculty mentoring, international mentoring. Each of them has some advantages and some limitations. Informal mentoring provides more information on career development, involves coaching and changing in positive psychosocial activities, such as counseling, facilitating social interactions, role modeling, and ensure friendship. It provides long-term monitoring. Its limitations are that there is limited access, we have not specific objectives, and the results are unknown. In formal mentoring, there is open access for all mentees. Mentors and mentees are selected. There is a 9 to 12-month commitment, training and support, well-established goals and measurable results exist, but this is a short-term relationship. In peer mentor, the more experienced know exactly what the novice is facing because they have had recently similar experience, but this relationship can become competitive and intimidating. And in faculty mentoring, the advantage is that helps teachers developing their educational career with the limitation that it is a professional relationship. Now let's practice. Can you please match each type, virtual mentoring, one-to-one mentoring, and group mentoring, with its corresponding characteristics, A, B, C, D, E, F, in the green boxes? And please, can you choose and write in chat which is the correct answer, the first one or the second one?
So I'm waiting myself the answers in the chat. I will let you know.
Okay.
1E, it's an answer. 1D, another answer.
The question is if all of it, the correct is
the first version will be 1D, 2A and E, 3B, C, F, and the second possibility will be 1E, F, 2A and D, and 3B and C. And now we get from Danu, we get the first version as being correct. We wait for other.
If it's another one.
Yes, Irena says 2E. Louis says 2E again. So follows this 2E. So many people look at one-to-one mentoring together with the individual support and attention from the mentor. Not so many people take it as a group. And we receive another Maria Zatu. She says the first version.
Okay.
So Danny is saying that maybe the problem is that we cannot see the second answer.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I can see.
Yeah, but this is not up to you. Is the technical thing.
Okay. So the correct answer is the first one. 1D, 2A and E, 3B, C and F. Meaning that virtual mentoring is any guiding activity that does not take place face-to-face. One-to-one mentoring relationships often last a few years, but they can develop into a lifelong research partnership, and there is individual support and attention from the mentor. And in group mentoring, there is larger flow of ideas, and it can be a solution in places where the number of mentors is limited. Our question, an easy one now, is who can be a mentor? Can you please write your answer in the chat?
Okay, I will be following the answers. Let's see. So Fotini, she's saying anyone, everyone with good intentions, says Heidi. Danny, anyone with more experience than the one to be mentor. Kero says who has competence, a person happy to share his knowledge, a senior colleague, anyone from Maria Muntean. Irena says a person who is specialist and has a long experience and is good model. A person with more know-how and experience, says Natasha.
Good. All the answers are correct, of course. The answer is that each and every one of us can be a mentor as long as he is dedicated to help the mentees, willing to learn and develop the skills needed, committed, and respectful. So the working definition of a mentor is someone who helps another person through an important transition such as career development, and he is often prescribed as a role model, confident, as you already said, and someone you look up to. And mentee, protégé, if I spell it correct in French, is a person who is guided by the mentor. So what are the characteristics of good mentors? You have also already, I think you have mentioned some of them, replying to previous questions. Can you write just not 3 to 5, 1, 2 characteristics of the people that you think are good mentors? You can think of those people that you reach out to help you and advise you when you are in need. What are their characteristics?
So answers are coming in chat. Patience, good interpersonal skill, competence, understanding. He can listen, be supporting, looking to help others. My colleagues, then he says about her colleagues that have the characteristics, the proper characteristics, knowledgeable role model, abilities, capacities, and competence. Someone who are full of skills and patience, being good listener, listen, understanding, competence. Again, the understanding, active listening, empathic, knowledge, supportive, compassionate, not judgmental, positive attitude, empathy, and active listening.
Thank you very much. Here are those that I have put in a list. You have, I think you have replied for all of this. They're great listeners, experienced, they support us, they are available, they respect us. They have achieved what we are struggling to achieve. They guide us toward the answer. They challenge us. They provide constructive feedback. And we would like to share our success with them. Which are the key mentoring skills? The key mentoring skills. One of those that the literature shows that mentors and protegees tend to employ when they are in this relationship.
I have written myself competence, so and then follow other answer. Being not judgmental is very important, Maha said. Communication, education. I'm waiting for more. Okay. Respected, supportive, things together with you to come to a solution for what you want to achieve. Competence and education, Maria Muntean is saying. To be open, Heidi is saying. To be supportive, Maya is saying.
Good. Okay. Thank you. There are 4 key mentoring skills that we adapted from Linda Phillips Jones. She's a PhD mentoring expert and author who has studied hundreds of mentor-protegees relationships and gives us these 4 key mentoring skills. By listening actively, you will ascertain your mentee's interests and needs. How we can do this? Show interest in what he or she is saying and reflect back to show that you have understood. Use body language, such as making eye contact that shows you are paying attention to what he or she is saying. If you are talking by phone, reduce background noise and limit interruptions. Thus, your protégé will feel he or she has your undivided attention. When utilizing email, answer within 24 hours and be sure your message is responsive to his or her original message. Wait until your mentee has the chance to thoroughly explain his questions, concerns, issues before giving your advice and discuss your own experiences. Build trust. You are building trust by keeping your communications with the mentee confidential, honoring your scheduled meetings and calls, showing consistently interest and support, and by being honest. You can help your protégé to develop capacity to achieve his or her own goals by assisting with finding resources such as people, books, articles, tools, web-based information, imparting knowledge and skills by explaining, giving useful examples, demonstrating processes, and asking thought-provoking questions, by helping to gain broader perspectives of his and her responsibilities and organization, by discussing actions you have taken in your career and explaining your rationale. And there are many ways that you can encourage and inspire your mentee. Comment favorably on his or her accomplishments. Respond to his or her frustrations with words of understanding, encouragement, and praise. Just knowing that someone else has been there can be tremendously helpful. Share our own vision or those of other leaders. Introduce him or her to other colleagues who can be useful contacts or inspiring models. Describe mistakes and successes, yours or others, that encountered on the road of achieving your goals. If you are considering to become a great mentor, there are 9 things you will need to keep in mind. The first one is always play both roles. Throughout our career, we should all be learning by others and teaching others. Be committed. If you are offering to help someone, you need to follow with that promise by being there for them when needed. Know that your mentee can be anyone, anywhere. As a mentor, you are someone who knows something your mentee does not, and you care enough to help them learn, grow, and succeed. You must have your own mentor on mentors and network. You need to continue building your network and taking advice from those you trust. People who always return to a small circle for advice become closed off from opportunities. You need to make time to listen and understand the situation. If we ask any therapist about the power of listening, they tell us the same thing. Any mentor that is worth their weight spends considerably more time listening than they do speaking. Be open-minded and compassionate. To provide valuable guidance and advice that is well received, it is necessary first to understand the mentee's needs, wishes, and feelings. This can only come in the form of deep and implicit empathy. Have patience. Much like parenting, mentoring can be satisfying, but also a long-term and trying endeavor. Be a role model. You must set the bar for yourself just as high or higher than you would expect from your mentee. Care about the relationship. Invest yourself in your mentee, and you will get so much more out of this experience. When you first identify yourself as a mentor and mentee, work at establishing the relationship, discuss and compare expectations for both the mentor and the mentee. What is the role of a mentor? We provide you several sentences that a mentor should do or should not do. Please, can you write the correct numbers in chat? What a mentor should do. just the numbers.
So from 1 to 8, any numbers, yes.
Yes. What do you think are those that the mentor should do? The yes.
I'm waiting for the answers in chat. As soon as they appear, I will let you know, Elsa.
Thank you, Nicoletta.
8.
Okay.
8, 4, 4, 7, 8, 8, 1, 4, 6, 8. So it seems like 8 is our lucky number.
Okay.
Yes, but there are many others, yeah.
Okay. I think all have been said. This is the correct answer. 1, 4, 6, and 8.
Thank you.
Okay. And now, in the next one, we will see some more sentences. We can give you some time to read them. What does a mentee should do or not do to the mentor? Write again the correct numbers that a mentee should do in chat. The yes again.
Oh. Should do, yes.
Yes.
As you said, Elsa will leave several seconds for reading the sentences.
Yes, it's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Nothing on chat yet. Someone says cannot understand the question. So Nanta, please choose from 1 to 7 the numbers who you think represent the sentences for which the mentee should do as an action. And there are numbers 1 and 2, Irena says, Celian says 1, Maria 1, Maya 2, Kero 1, Fotini 2 and 1, Maha 1, Miklos 1 and 2, Ananta says 2, Denny says all, Ana Adriana 1 and 2, Maria all, Stamatina 2. So looking for the right 1 and 2, Sylvia says.
Thank you.
So enlighten us, Elsa.
Okay, it's the correct answer here was given by 2, I think, or 3 people.
Yes.
Danny, you said all of them are the correct numbers.
Yes, Natasha and Pelagia also says all. So yeah.
Good, correct. As we can see, the mentee has to do a lot of things also for this relationship to work. So we go on to mentoring relationships. Mentoring is a relationship, and now I would like to answer the question, how are we building a connection between a mentor and mentee? How? Mentoring relationships occur within a structured and defined framework. They have a specific goal. They can occur at all professional levels. The key feature is that a more experienced individual helps another achieve his or her goals and develop as a person. And the mentor may work in the same organization, have experience in the mentee organizational context or environment, or have experience in the same field. And in the next slide, some tips and tricks are given. There are some guiding questions that we can use to make the most mentor-mentee meetings. We can ask, how do you spend most of your time? How I can help you? What used to be your biggest weaknesses? What are you most proud of? Some information about family, occupation, recreation, or motivation. What would you do if you were me? Is this where you thought you will end up? Who else would you consider connecting with? What professional organizations are you associated with, and in what ways? If a specific question comes up, do not hesitate to follow that up. Like most relationships, mentoring relationships progress through stages. A formal mentoring relationship will likely reflect 4 developmental stages, with each stage forming an inherent point of the next. During stage 1, you will get to know each other and begin to establish trust. During the first meeting, ideally face-to-face, discuss your backgrounds, experiences, interests, and expectations. It is important to establish a schedule for communicating regularly, whether in person, by phone, or mail. There are a number of questions you may ask your mentee during your second meeting. Begin by reflecting back a few of the key experiences and interests that he or she expressed during your first meeting, and then ask, tell me more about yourself, your skills, your organization or community, the political environments, some key challenges that you are facing. Have you benefited from other relationships before? And how? What are some of your preliminary goals of our mentorship relationship? In stage 2, you will exchange more information and set goals. You must be attentive to practicing active listening and consistently expressing encouragement. Teach your mentee to refer back to his or her goals periodically as a way of refocusing on goals and measuring progress. During stage 3, which is typically the longest, you will help your protégé work towards achieving his or her goals through conversations, sharing written material, trying various learning and developmental activities, and introducing him or her to other colleagues. This is a rich phase and a good point in the journey to reflect on progress toward goals and on the relationship itself. Stage 4 should be dedicated to reflecting on accomplishments, challenges, and progress toward goals. What will he or she remember most about this relationship, and what challenges lie ahead for him or her? Exploring other types of support he or she may still need, discussing whether the relationship will continue informally and how to implement that. And of course, expressing thanks and best wishes. Let's think now, which are the benefits of mentoring? Please just think one that you associate in both mentor and mentee. What are the benefits of mentoring for mentor and mentee? Based on available research findings, I summarized the main benefits for the mentor, the mentee, and their common ones, which are in yellow, meaning build
So, Elsa, there are few answers in the chat.
They
growth,
answer, okay.
Growth. So 3 times growth, and then it says a sense of mutual appreciation.
Okay, it's like a build network, yes. We could say that this relationship is a win-win relationship. Both win things and both grow and develop. However, some challenges can be encountered in the mentoring process. We will present the 4 most frequent and demanding ones. The first, most common challenge is finding sufficient time to do all you want to do. The solution is think small rather than large, especially in the beginning. Avoid promising more time than you can deliver. Second is trying to build trust quickly. With only a few hours of contact each month, it's not easy to build the kind of trust you both would like. Successful strategies are listen very carefully and remember. Keep your promises and commitments. Admit errors made and lessons learned. Avoid talking negatively about others and keep confidence. Third challenge, not being the expert on all your mentees is something that is found very difficult for many mentors. Early in your relationship, you must explain that your role is a learning facilitator, and you are looking forward to learning together and seeking help from more experts on different topics. And the fourth challenge is being sensitive to differences. You are going to share experiences, and you will explore and learn not only from similarities, but from differences as well. So you must seek first to understand about his and her background, experiences, challenges, and then invite discussion for all the topics. Before closing, the takeaways are the mentoring best practices. I think you all can recognize those that you already use and some others that you would like to try or improve. Think of yourself as a learning facilitator. Resist the temptation to control the relationship. Reflect on your mentoring practice. Help your mentee see alternative interpretations and approaches. Be spontaneous now and then. Beyond your planned conversations, call or email your mentee. Build your mentee's confidence through supportive feedback. Emphasize questions over advice giving. Use evidence that helps your mentee think more broadly and deeply. If he or she talks only about facts, ask about feelings. If he or she focuses on feelings, ask him or her to review the facts. Help your mentee reflect on successful strategies that he has used in the past. When requested, share your own experiences, lessons learned, and advice. Emphasize how the experiences could be different from his or her experiences and are merely examples. encourage, inspire, and challenge your mentee to achieve his or her goals. And top of all, enjoy the privilege of mentoring. I strongly believe that all of you are planting seeds of growth. Remember that they only bloom with true love. And know that your efforts will likely have a significant impact on your mentee's development as well as your own. All of you are contributing to the wonderful tomorrow that we all expect and dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you so much. Now will be the time for us to yes, to receive. I can read from the chat. Bravo, Elsa. Thank you. Thank you. Many thank yous are coming. So if you will stop sharing the screen, we can see hopefully most of the participants. Sylvia says also thank you. Hyvie says thank you. Thank you in English and then something in Greek. So when I will learn Greek, I will be able to read it. Miklos said it was very interesting topic and important topic, Elsa. Eleni says thank you. Maria, thank you so much. Irena says you reminded us the great role we have in preparing new generation. Thank you, thank you. Salamat. Thank you. Great job, insightful presentation, enjoyed your talk. Now in Romanian, mulțumesc, someone says, which is thank you. Great job, insightful presentation. So those will be the comments in chat. Now, if someone would like to open the microphone and the camera, and they would like to say openly something, they can do so. Maya, you have your hand up, so if you would like to open your microphone, maybe you can only write in chat, I think. Okay, thank you, Patricia. Yes, so we can only receive messages in chat. Naibe said also thank you. Natasha said thank you. Ana Adriana, thank you. Danny, looking forward to implement all these valuable insights. So thank you so much, Elsa. It was quite a challenge, but as you can hear and see the messages, it was with a very successful result. Patricia just put it in chat, the webinar evaluation form. So please click on the link so you can complete the evaluation form. We have seen the evaluation forms from the previous webinars, and somehow they were turned out into editing mode. So maybe we can sort that out. Okay, this is last week, so it might work better now, right now. So we are waiting for the evaluation form of this webinar too. So yeah, Elsa, if you have something to tell us now freely.
Okay, as you know, I was very anxious when you gave me to do this. It is my first time as a webinar, but I really enjoyed preparing it, trying to summarize and again summarize things, and still keep the message. And it was a time that I personally thought of when we mentor really what we get, and how valuable mentoring is. All of us are mentoring, and we are coaching sometimes, we are mentoring sometimes, we are tutoring sometimes. We are doing everything of this. But the mentoring relationships are really those that may start formal or not, but we keep them and are the people that we continue to collaborate and grow. If we don't have people around us and new ones, we will stuck really. And this is the best thing in everywhere. If we work, even in clinical practice or in academia, it's the same. You need new people, young people, and you feel young, even you are not.
Okay, thank you so much. As I can see Irena having her hand up, I'm not sure if she is allowed to speak. Danny, you have opened your camera if you would like to say something.
Yes, I just wanted to show my face. Normally, I'm also like just one of the colored balls in the meetings, but because we had some issues in the beginning, I'm allowed to show myself. So I would like to thank you, Elizabeth. It was really, really nice. I totally follow you that, you know, having young people around us that we need to, you know, join in their path towards growth, keeps us young, keeps us fresh, and keeps us going. So I absolutely agree with you that this is a wonderful thing to do. So I hear often in practice that people are complaining because there's a lot of turnover of healthcare professionals. And so we have to start all over again every time. But I think that's the fun part of it, maybe, you know. It's, of course, it's nice to have some continuity, but it's also nice to kind of lift people, new people up to where you want them to be. So I think everything you said today is really going to help to achieve that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. And Irena will be helped by Patricia to have the microphone open and to have Irena's perspective.
Do you hear me?
Yes, yes, Irena. Thank you, Patricia.
First, I want to thank you, Elizabeth, for the great presentation. We really enjoyed it. But I have a question. Is the mentoring a mandatory process in the public units, health units in Greece? Is it continuously a mandatory process, mentoring in your country?
If it's written somewhere that we have to do it, you mean? No, it's not written. No.
Yeah,
it's not
it is happening in...
But I have a friend here in the office, that's new people, and she says that in the hospitals, yes, it is mandatory now. They ask for it.
Yes, because we are using it.
Okay, when they evaluate the service, they have it included.
We have noted in a hospital, and this is the biggest challenges for the young generation because they want to learn, to see, and to be mentoring by someone, but it's not functioning. So it's great that we are using it in palliative care. Thank you, Elsa, and thank you, everyone.
Now I will kind of like to address this question to Ludmila. How is in Moldova, Ludmila? Can you open your microphone? Is it a mandatory thing in Moldova, the mentoring process of nurses, particularly in palliative care?
Yes, we have, but it's not so developed in our country. But we have in hospital, also in non-governmental organization also. And I saw last week I was in district, Sroka district, and they have mentoring, but not at the level what we want, but okay, we try to do this every day in every our institution.
Yeah, it seems to be perceived as a task which is like a burden for the more experienced nurses, and just to try to give maybe a more funny explanation. You know all that we have three kinds of brain: the reptilian brain, the limbic brain, and the neocortical brain. And when mentoring, you need to use your consciousness, so the neocortex, so the third layer of the brain. So yeah, it's a continuous awareness effort to be there with your mind open, with your active listening skills open, with yeah, with your whole being, not only with the emotions, not only with the instincts that come naturally. So yeah, as I said, maybe a more funny explanation why some people perceive it as some difficult task. But yes, we have heard about this framework. Each one of us will learn, will acknowledge where are we in the mentoring process, where should we go. As you have shown us, Elsa, there are several stages. Just to remind you all that all these materials will be available free of charge for every teacher to take it on board and present it afterwards. You can also adapt it to your own situation. Patricia has put also in chat the link to the project website, so you can go there, and as soon as new materials will be produced, we will post it there. And we are looking forward to have you for the next webinar, which will be on next Wednesday.